So what happened was that, as you know, Reliance is a company with which I have been associated for a long time. And I have been the chairman of the Reliance Innovation Council, which has Nobel laureates like John Marillion, Bob Grubbs, and really great thought leaders. And one is always looking at the exponential. When you talk about reliance and growth, you talk about exponential. And I remember one of the conversations was responsible for the title of this book. So Mukesh and I were talking, and you know what Mukesh said? He said, Doc, we must leapfrog. I said, I don't believe in leapfrogging. So he said, why? I said, do you know why the frog leaps? It leaps because he's afraid of the predator, the enemy. So it's a reaction. And the world average is 4.6 feet. And world record is 7.8 feet. So because we are afraid of the enemy or the predator or the competitors, we don't want to jump a few feet. We should pole vault. The size of the pole is the size of your aspiration. And if you generate enough kinetic energy, you can actually surpass. So there is a paradigm shift when you talk about this metaphor, which is when you see a wall, and in India you will see lots of walls, in anything that you want to do, you will take a hammer and start chipping it, and you will waste 10 years, 20 years of your life. Forget about it. How do you generate enough kinetic energy to jump over? That was actually the basic spirit. But what it means is also that there is a big challenge. The challenge is the frog converts its chemical energy into mechanical energy instantly. All right? But here you require a preparation. You start with a zero velocity and then you accelerate. And then that kinetic energy actually takes you over. So it requires a preparation, so as to say. So this metaphor is quite different. So how do you actually do that is basically the question. And what the book does, leapfrogging to pole vaulting, is to show how that can be done. And to make it real, there are a number of case studies that have been put in here. And basically, normally, whenever we want to take case studies, we will take all from Europe and US and the Bill Gates of this world. He says, oh, sorry, we have picked up what we have been able to do in India, despite odds. The other spirit here is that, as I said, scarcity and aspiration. When you have scarcity or less resources, and you have an aspiration for doing well, so the 10x aspiration means 10x performance, 10 times better performance. But the challenge is, you don't have resources. So 10 times less resources. So when Larry Page says, for Google, 10x, he means 10x better performance, but 10x more price. In India, you have to say 10x better performance for 10x less price. So it's a 100-fold change. This book shows how you can get that more from less that you talk about, or far more for far less, all right, for far more people. I think Geo is a brilliant example, as a matter of fact. What are we talking about? We used to talk about missed calls, right? We have zero price now for voice call. Data, 50-fold, sort of like 3 rupees per GB, basically. You know, a lady that I know, a widowed mother, who is in Pune, was talking to me. Her son is at the border near Chandigarh, you know, and their entire family sees him video and talks to him every day. You can just see what must be happening to that boy and what must be happening to that. That has become actually possible, so as to say. So how actually you can create this new metaphor and how you can achieve it. And then one is not talking about leapfrogging. We are 155th in mobile data transmission. We did not leapfrog to 100. We pole vaulted to number 1. How can we do that? And that is what we are seeing the government doing. For example, Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar, mobile, combining these technological innovations together. It's a total innovation, technological as well as non-technological. System delivery, workflow innovation, technological innovation. We have today 360 million, let's say, cardholders. The fastest inclusive innovation in terms of financial inclusion that the world has seen. It has become actually possible. In fact, during 21 to 27 August 2014, We onboarded 14.6 million and Guinness Book of Record, by the way, that is considered as a Guinness Book of Record. That was all possible. This is to me the pole vault. Otherwise, it would have taken 15 years to do what we have done in such a time.